Alright, last night I watched the season finale of Kill la Kill, and well, I gotta say, I mean, it's overall a huge disappointment with the entire series, the entire show. I'm pretty sure it'll probably get like a movie or season two or movie or something to keep it going, because there's still plenty of things that can be fleshed out, which go into my concerns, as a matter of fact. But I don't know, the series just didn't do it for me. It had great potential. The premise of like Ryuko going to Honji Academy to try and find out who killed her father, and she had like half the scissors blade, and she had to find the person with the other half of it, and I tell her who killed him. That was a pretty good damn setup. The problem is that for one, let's start at number one, the characters didn't get developed enough. Like this, not just the characters, the entire school environment. As ironic as it sounds, the school needs to be very developed. This is kind of a thing I just said that school is a problem. Yeah, I know. I made a list saying that. But when your main thing is a school, you kind of have to establish that and just develop everyone there. Like the other characters were really developed are Ryoko and Satsuki. And Ryoko just barely. The Elite Four, I like the Elite Four. And they're most interesting part of the show, but we barely got to know anything about Nono or Sagayama or Ira or the Propagalia, the scientists one. Besides their initial backstory, we didn't really know much about them, and that always troubled me. And on top of that, besides Mako, the schools never really explored that well. Like the other clubs, not even the school, the student club in Medaka Box established the boxing club, this athletic club, the tennis club, all sorts of other clubs there. The pacing. Now, this is one where people can be split down the middle on, where some people love the extreme pacing, but some people hate it. I'm more towards the hate side. Like, right, I do like my shows to be fast paced because I don't like being dragged down like a One Piece does to you. But still, if your pacing interferes with character development and world building, that's definitely a problem. And I can't stand for that. And number three, throughout the entire series, like for the first half of it, there's the hints towards the group Nudist Beach, and there was so much hype as to who they were. All we got was the teacher and Sumugu, and how they casually just interfere whenever things are out of hand. But then when we forgot the introduction of them, they were so underwhelming. It's not even funny. These guys, there's no the DTR, the outfits, just no. Now, as for the fan service, it got a little extreme sometimes, but in general, I could handle that. I've seen plenty of fan service. They could have toned it down just to make it, more acceptable. They didn't have to go all the way like they did, but I'm not complaining too much about that, though. Right? And in my personal opinion, the animation it could have been a lot better because there are times like the episode 3, the animation looked good. When it came down to Ryuko versus Sasuke, that fight looked amazing. The walking, the energy, the movement was all dynamic. That looked good. But I felt like after that, like the animation budget just went down because like if you notice the episode 9 with Era, like they kept on reusing his attacking animation, and then the season finale episode got the Elite Four got the final suits on, the final regalias. They just use like stock images attacks. I like that. And also episode 12 when Harime was first introduced and Ryoku like out of control when she fought Sasuke, that was just just stock images and reused images. Not even that, it was just still images. That's the worst part of it. I wouldn't even mind stock images, but it was reused. I mean, it was still. I don't like still images when it comes to fighting. If this show just had like another 5 or 6 episodes to add on to it that could help to fully develop like all the characters and they just toned down the fan service just a little bit, I think this could really be a good show, at least worthy of a 7 in my opinion. But at best, this thing can be more than a 5 overall. The some parts of it I loved. I did love the kind of quirky the characters were. I loved Mako and her family whenever they were doing their crazy sticks. I loved episode 7 revolving around them. I loved the Elite Four. That is how they were so like pretentious and crazy out there in a different kind of way compared to Mako and dynamic that Ryoko and Sasuke have of like having these two crazy groups of people who do whatever they want, don't abide by normal rules. That was very good. I liked Ragyo as a villain. It could have done a little more development of her. Like we know pretty much nothing of her backstory besides of how crazy she is and how she was married to their father. But besides Sasuke her father. But besides that, she didn't get nearly enough that she deserved. and like Komaru and Harvey Dewey, they could have been a little bit more. I like the characters, it's just that they developed. That's my biggest problem by far with the series.